What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ray Ray coming back at you from Texans 411. Um, oh boy, I have so many things that I want to bitch about. You guys, well, especially Houston fans, you don't like rants, I suggest you just end this video right now because I'm about to fucking go off on how unbelievably pathetic it is to watch the Houston Texans play football. It's incredible. I'm gonna start off basically seriously. I'm gonna go from offense to defense. I'm gonna start from I'm gonna try to lump everything by position. I'm not even gonna talk about the game. I'm not even gonna talk about turnovers or anything like that. The only thing I'm gonna literally talk about the individuals in this game that literally cost Houston the football game. There's no Darren McFadden, no Terrell Pryor. You have a no-name fuck that played for Penn State who didn't do shit the whole time he was there. And then you got these receivers and this rookie tight end that are, once again, man, I don't understand. It seems like if Houston is not familiar with players, especially rookies or no-name people, they absolutely get made to look like a fucking fool. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try to be as calm as I possibly fucking can at this moment. And right off the bat, I'm going straight to negatives, man. Because there's very few positives about this whole fucking game. I'm just gonna start off. Matt Schaub comes in the fucking game, man. Why? Why does he come in the game? Not only did he not lead you to a victory like you thought he would, Kubiak, not only did he look just disgusting and the same as always, not only did he piss off Andre Johnson at the end of the game, I'll go over that here in a second, but you took reps away from Case Keenum that is obviously your future. I can understand maybe Case doesn't understand hurry up offense quite like Schaub does. I can buy that. But that's not good enough for me. That's not good enough for Houston fans. That was apparently not good enough for the Texans who were playing on that field. It doesn't help oh my God, it doesn't help Keenum's position when his O-line doesn't block. The only one that was worth a damn today, as usual, was Brown. Every single Houston lineman had a fucking horrible game. Even guys that I'm high on. If you watch any of my videos on RayRay7224, you know I'm high on Brandon Brooks, and I'm really high on Dwayne Brown. Those are the linemen I'm really high on. And you know I really hardly ever say anything bad about Myers. But I'm going to blow the offensive line up. I watched an offensive line get dominated by a bunch of scrubs again for the second fucking week in a row. I've seen Wade Smith get blown off the ball 4 different times and cost Houston at the end of the game. Wade Smith is the reason they couldn't get that first down. They can get a first down on the 1-yard line to get a new set of downs and then try to score with time winding down in the game. And they couldn't produce. Wade Smith gets blown in the backfield again. Chris Myers misses his fucking block. Craig Jones blocks the wrong guy. I do not understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why Wade Smith is still starting. I don't understand why you're alternating Ryan Harris and fucking Newton every other series. Newton will play, then Harris. Newton will play, then Harris. I mean, you can't have any kind of solidity on that offense because you don't know who the fuck's going to go out there. Brandon Brooks got called for 3 false starts in one fucking game. And I'm really high on him, but he played shitty. Chris Myers let so many blitzes come up the middle, I don't even know where to fucking start. Ben Jones comes in for Wayne Smith during the game because he sucks ass, and then Ben Smith can't block nobody. It was a horrible offensive fucking line game. Period. End of discussion. You want to know who lost that game? The offensive line is who lost that fucking game. Hands down. It was nobody else but the offensive line. One of the, potentially the strengths of Houston's team all year long, with the exception of the last 2 games, has been the offensive line. And all of a sudden, they just don't fucking care. I don't know if they don't care, or they just think the season's lost, or these guys, these defensive coordinators who are so apparently badass that I've never fucking heard of in my life, are calling these blitz schemes to fucking confuse you so much. I don't understand it. It's baffling. Derek Newton, he missed 2 blocks, 2 key blocks that cost Houston 14 points. And they also resulted in negative plays. He had a false start call. Wayne Smith gets blown off the ball on a 3rd and goal play. Myers and Brooks missed 2 or 3 blocks today that could have been bad. Like I said, Brooks was called for a false start. Man, the O-line just sucks fucking flat-ass dick, man. It's that simple. They were horrible. It was insane. I really didn't want to watch the rest of the game because I just knew after that 80-yard run from Jennings, who apparently just runs over people, and DJ Swearinger, lost his damn mind just when I think he's getting good, and I start bragging on him. I won't even go there. I'll get to the defense in a minute, but the gold line stands. It was incredible. I don't get it, man. The play calling, once again, was absolutely fucking horrible. It was so bad. I can't, man, it's like, oh my God, man. The first offensive series of the game. The first play of the game, they run a wide receiver screen, which they ran 3 different times, and only one of them netted any yards. And that was towards the end of the game. First play of the game was negative 3 yards pass to Andre Johnson. Then it's 2nd and 13, and you run the ball. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. I know high school coaches. Hell, I know people that play fucking Madden on Xbox and PlayStation that could call a better fucking game than Rick Dennison and Gary Kubiak. Gary Kubiak puts in Schaub. Gary Kubiak calls this fucking whack-ass offense. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. The only thing you needed to watch in that entire game was the last throw that Schaub threw to Johnson. They go to the sideline, and Schaub's over there talking, in my mind, it's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And Andre's like, you know what, fuck you, dude. You fucking suck. I'm one of the best fucking players that's ever played my position, but you can't fucking complete a pass. Or you throw into triple coverage on the same play. Oh, my God, man. It's so brutal to watch this fucking shit, man. I mean, I know they're going to lose. I know it's bad. I know they got shit to build on. They need to get rid of coaches. They need to get rid of people. But it's just what I think. It just possibly couldn't get any worse. It does. I honestly think Jacksonville could beat Houston right now. I really do. I think Houston, I'm not joking, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I really think Houston's the worst team in the league right now. Tampa Bay won today, and they pretty much had a good game. Jacksonville kind of hung in there, and they even though they lost, they still had a pretty decent game. I don't know what to say. I mean, for Christ's sake, that win put Oakland in the playoff hunt. You have to be kidding me, man. I don't even know where to go. Anyways, that's just the offensive side of the ball. Actually, I'm not done with that. Where's DeAndre Hopkins at? How come Keenum hardly ever throws to him? Is either to Graham or to Johnson or to Tate? Ben Johnson, Tate. I mean, it's crazy. It's fucking insane. He targeted nobody else. I mean, the one thing I'll give Schaub credit for is he at least targeted Martin a couple times and Posey once, and even Hopkins once. But at a fucking 5-yard interval pass on his usual curl route shit. I'm not joking. That whole game, at the end of the game, I was like, oh, when's the pick six coming? I know it's coming. When's it coming? Is it this way? And it never came. Luckily, it never came. But honestly, I would have rather had a pick six than us to lose the game on 3rd and 1 on the 2-yard line, not to get a first down, and to not have a chance to win the game. I don't understand it. Late in the third quarter, they run that same wide receiver screen on a 3rd and 10. It's 3rd and 10, man. And I watched the DBs. I even rewinded the play just to make sure I wasn't seeing shit. They were off. They were on the ball. They were 5-yard splits. They were not off 10 to 15 yards like fucking Houston's secondary does, which leads me right into the defense. Goal line stance. First quarter, when they fucking fumble the ball and when they throw a pick, you have 2 receivers stacked, and they essentially one of them runs a pick route. Basically, he's not even running around; he's running a pick route. But the reason they're able to do that is because you're 15 yards off the fucking ball. I think it was like 3rd and 5 or some shit like that. They're playing on the goal line. So that means they have literally 2 yards to cover on a slant route that takes 2 seconds to run. You can't cover that. You can't cover that. And you give up the touchdown anyways. That's the worst part. You're playing not to give it up. And you give it up because you're playing so far off. If you would have bumped that man coming off the line, there's no way that pick play even works. Even comes remotely close to working. No way. None at all. So you got 2 guys jamming someone at the line. That shit don't fucking work. But against Houston, it works like a fucking charm. A double move was hit on Brandon Harris today. I was surprised I didn't see more of that because he was fucking open. Brandon Harris bit on that shit big time. McCain had another shitty fucking game. I mean, J-Joe had a decent game. Anyways, penalties, man. Penalties they kill Houston. It's like a fucking disease with them, man. They cannot get off not getting penalized. It's fucking incredible. It's just stupid. I mean, it just seems like to me sometimes when the defense is lined up, they seem confused, like they don't know where the fuck they're at. I mean, you got Swearinger going like this, you got fucking J-Joe going like this, you got fucking JJ telling them to move the fuck over because they're too far to the left. You don't see NFL defenses doing that have their shit together. It makes no sense. None of this shit makes no sense. I just want them to play. I just want them to play decent ball, man. You know what? Not even that. They've been playing decent ball. I can't put this on the players really that much, other than certain players. But when you have coordinating like this on both sides of the ball, it's hard to say. Now, I will say this. Wade Phillips coordinated a little better in the second half of this game than he has the whole season long. And I will say that. I will give him that. They did a lot. They did a lot of things in the second half. They started moving people up on coverage, bump coverage, and stuff like that. The next thing you know, Oakland can't do shit. Wow, what a fucking concept. Maybe try doing that all game long so you're not down. That don't even matter. It's to the point to where I feel bad. I feel bad for J.J. Watt. I feel bad for Andre Johnson. I especially feel bad for Case Keenum. That was bullshit. Um, I feel bad for all those players that are playing their ass off and making great plays, only to have their other teammates fuck it up on stupid shit. I mean, just stupid fucking penalties, man. Just it's incredible. It's incredible. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that I can't go into any more negatives really with this ball team. I seriously just the amount of problems this team has with so many areas is ridiculous, man. It's if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that Houston has a worse record than Oakland, the Jets, who were in complete fucking disarray at the beginning of the season. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Who else? Who else has got a better record than that's just absolutely pathetic? Cleveland. I mean, fucking for Christ's sake, Cleveland has a better record. Tampa Bay has as good. Actually, no. I think they have no. I think they have as good as record as Houston now, and that's sad. Miami Dolphins have a better record than the fucking Houston Texans right now. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's bad. It is horrible. This team sucks ass because of its coaching. Bottom line, we have the players. We have the players. If I had to go with how many people on the Houston Texans right now that I thought were Pro Bowlers, right now, after all the games they played, I would say three. Three tops, but more like two. Andre Johnson and JJ. They're the only people playing, man. Actually, three. No, I'll put Brown in there. I put JJ, Andre, and Brown. But Brown can only do so much, man. I mean, the guy he's one man. He's a beast, but he's one man. He can only do so many things for this team. Now, the positives of this game, as hard as that seems, hey, get a higher draft pick. Outstanding. Maybe they'll get a inside backer that's can actually stay healthy for an entire season, or maybe they'll get a I don't know, offensive tackle that can block. They're not get called for false starts or give up sacks or give up penalties or I don't know. Jake Matthews comes to mind. That would be all fucking standing. It would be nice that if he came to Houston, honestly. Keenum had great intensity today. Yeah, he had that one pick, but he got picked because he was getting fucking grabbed from behind because Wade Smith-Olay blocked his fucking guy, and Myers didn't pick up the blitz on the other side. But he has great. The one thing I noticed about Case, even when he was taken out, yeah, you could see the look of bewilderment on his face, but he was still there. He was still, studying the book when they came over. He was still, doing, trying to pet players up from the sideline. He was still doing his thing. He was doing what a leader does, especially a quarterback in the NFL. His intensity is outstanding. His ability to create is outstanding. His ability to throw the ball with accuracy is outstanding. His arm strength that was questionable coming out of college is getting better, it seems like, every week. The one thing about Case that it doesn't quite have yet is the ability to read blitzes. But then again, I can't really put that on Case because he's not given the opportunity to audible because of our fucking coaching. So I can't put that on him. All in all, is Case our starting quarterback? Yes. Is Matt Schaub? Hell no. And as a matter of fact, I swear, you know what? I'm going over positives right now. Case Keenum had a decent game. Not a great game, but he had a decent game. Okay? JJ's still a fucking beast. 2 sacks. Double teamed pretty much the whole freaking day. Brizell was holding his ass all day long, all day long. As a matter of fact, if you go back and watch film on that stuff. You go back and watch the film, you'll actually see that Brizell literally held JJ and turned him around, completely around in the play, and then they throw a 40-yard touchdown pass to a rookie tight end that runs a seam route right down the middle, but no call. Once again, I don't blame refs, but they should have called that. I mean, Brizell's back is turned to the line of scrimmage. And especially if JJ's kind of leaning back, kind of trying to grab the quarterback, it's pretty obvious he's getting fucking pulled down and tackled by a line. But anyways, it's, that's whatever. AJ did his thing. AJ was pretty pissed at the end of the game. And not really pissed because he wasn't really mad at Schaub. He really didn't say anything. Schaub went to him on the sideline and looked at him and was like, what the fuck? And Andre's like, go suck a dick, dude. You're the one that fucking threw in a triple coverage twice, I might add, in that last drive. What do you expect me to do? Fucking pull something out of my ass? I mean, give me a fucking break. Schaub didn't even attempt to look at DeAndre. And actually, if you watch that play again, Keyshawn's wide open on the backside. I don't know if anyone knows that. Because when Andre breaks in, Keyshawn broke out. And that safety that was there, right down the middle, went to Andre. Didn't go to Johnson, Keyshawn Martin. And Martin was open. He was open. And he should have thrown him the fucking ball. But he didn't. Special teams play was actually really good. I can honestly say, Martin finally had a return, but let's be honest with you, that's a botched, catch, but he still did it. He still had a punt return. And I've been saying all year long, I don't like this guy as a returner, and I still don't like him as a returner, even though he scored a touchdown today. But overall, our special teams were really good today. Great coverage, good punting. Hell, Randy Bullock hit a 50-plus yarder. Holy shit. But it's all in vain. It's like, when the special teams is playing good and the defense is playing good, the offense sucks. When the offense is doing good and the defense is doing good, the special teams suck. It's just like golf, your long game's going good, but you can't drive the fucking ball off the tee from the tee box. Your short game's going good, but you can't hit approach shots with your irons. It's the same fucking concept. It's just ridiculous. I don't know, man. It was, but it was a good special teams showing. I was very impressed with special teams all around. Brian Brahman had great coverage. Pleasant had some good tackles and coverage. Leckler had some decent punts. He actually punted really well today, considering he was in the hospital with the flu pretty much all week long. I was happy. Bullock kicked well, and as we'd like to, believe in that, and hope he moves on from here, and maybe his worst is behind him. But once again, about this goes back to what I've said about Randy Bullock before. The guy's got an incredible leg. Even with that 51 yarder he's had another 10 yards on that shit. Guy can kick the hell of the ball. He's just not very accurate. So hopefully all that's behind him, and special teams had a good day today. Ultimately, Martin showed up, even not just in the return game, but even on the field when he was actually targeted. He had a couple good runs after the catches. He made a couple guys miss. He showed me something today. He showed me something that I've been waiting from him since last season. Really. So I'm hoping that's things to come. Like I said, at this point, it can't get any worse. It can only get better. So I have to go from there. And I watched two people on the defense really carefully this game. I really did, because I wanted to make sure that I was actually given accurate information. Tarpinian and Sharpton had great games. They really did. They had great games. Of the linebacker core, uh, Reed had an average game. He was in that last sack with J.J. Watt, but he had an average game. And Reed's more of a rusher, anyways. Even though I saw him drop back in coverage a little bit this game, he did okay. He did about what you expect him to do. Merciless had a horrible game. Merciless looked like he was lost most of the game. Um, I don't know. But because of his play, it directly affected Sharpton and Tarpinian. They could those two guys were on the field pretty much every defensive snap, which is expected because Muhammad's out, Cushing's out, Mays is out. I mean, they just had no one else to go in. And considering they played every snap and they did I think they did well. Now, am I saying they're all pros? No, I'm not saying they're all fucking pros. But at the same time, even though they got ran on a lot, but I mean that's kind of easy to do when your outside linebackers are taught to rush the passer for the most part and don't worry about run support. But that's part of the 3-4 scheme. This goes back to what my last video about. It'd be interesting if Houston went to a 4-3. I think they would have better luck. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'd rather run a 4-4 defense than a 3-4 at this point because a 3-4 is not getting it done. It really isn't. So the bottom line, man. Same thing I've been saying all season long. Actually, I can't say all season long. Probably since week 5. You gotta get rid of Coob, man. I like him as a head coach, and I keep saying I'd like to keep him as a head coach, and maybe they get another coordinator in. But I think as long as Coob's around, Schaub's around, as long as Coob's around, Dennison's around, I think if you just lop the head off that thing, you just get rid of those two bastards with them, and life would be a little different in Houston right now. That's all I've got, man. I mean, I'm like I said, it was gonna be a rant one, man, and it wasn't because I expected him to win. That's the worst part about it. I wasn't expecting him to win this game, but I thought Pryor would have been there. From the last video I did earlier in the week, I've been working all week, but the last video I did in the week, I had Pryor was what was scaring me the most. It's that you got this McGlowan or McGlovin or whatever the fuck that faggot's name is from fucking Oakland. I guess this guy all of a sudden is a beast, and it's just crazy to think of what's going on right now, man. It really is. To only have 2 wins and to have an 8-game losing streak. It's something I thought I'd never see happen. At least not since the 2011 season. And it's just bad. I don't even know what else to say. Anyways, my fellow Texans fans, this is Texans 411. My name is Ray. Just trying to give y'all. I had to let that go, man, because watching that game, it was just a waste. I just wasted basically 3 hours of my life watching mediocre football at best. So, like, subscribe, and we're gonna come back at you. We're really close to having our draft done for the Texans. I just need to kind of focus on one more defensive player, and I think I've got him in mind, especially in light after this fucking game. So like, subscribe, and we'll come back at you with some more stuff from Ray and Texans 411. Peace.